I'm on my way to Hebden Bridge to go and pick up a friend of mine known as Jonny No Scoops. He's called Jonny No Scoops because he doesn't have a Subaru. But when I first met him, he had 3. And he even got that wrong because he called himself Jonny Two Scoops, but he actually had 3. And he's continued to be known on YouTube as Jonny Two Scoops. Today, we might be rectifying that so it's at least as wrong as what it was when I first knew him. Yep, we're on a road trip to look at a Subaru Lagacy. Oh, my poor drop links. Well, we have almost 3/4 of the tank. That's the most fuel I've ever had in this car.
Skip forward 3 hours and we are at our destination.
Oh, hi. Yes, waiting in Hinckley. Waiting for Jonny, who's just taken a Subaru out for a test drive. I think he's buying it. I'm 95% sure he's going to say, yep, I want this car. Here's all my money. Now, I'm off back to Hebden Bridge.
Yes, he bought it.
The thing I enjoy the most about taking trips like this out isn't the 3 hours I've spent chatting with Jonny about all sorts of stuff on the way down here. It's the long drive home in the car that's set at the temperature just as you want it. On a winter day such as this, it's just really cozy and comforting to be really snug in your car, whilst outside is not really nice to be in. Why? Would you prefer if it was summer? Yes, I would, but it's not summer, so I can't. There's no point in pretending it's summer when it's not summer. Or, well, no, there is actually. Yesterday it was cold, but the sky was clear. Lovely bright skies. Driving down the motorway with the heating on full, and it felt like it was summer. Straight away I'm a bit confused. I'm on the motorway already, yet on the way down here we came off the motorway. We came off the motorway and spent about 30 miles driving on A roads, yet I'm on the N69 right now. That's so strange, yeah? It's not really that strange. The satnav figured out the best way, or the quickest way of getting here. And then it's the quickest way of getting back. Simple as that, really. Anyway, unless I can think of something exciting to talk about.
Every video of mine needs a little time-lapse section. And here is this one. Good, isn't it?
Just switched Radio 4 off because the Archers came on, and I put Radio 2 on for a bit, and gosh, it makes me feel nostalgic. Driving this car, shirt on, motorway, feel like I'm 30 again, with awful music on the background, but not being overly annoyed by it. Nostalgia. It's one of those things that creeps up and kicks you in the balls sometimes. Sometimes it's a good thing, other times it isn't. And at the moment I'm not sure it is a good thing. I remember very clearly being 29 and 30 was a couple of days off, and feeling that that's officially the start of getting old. Now, of course, I think a 30-year-old is a young person, obviously. That was 25 years ago. Tomorrow I am 55, and I cannot say I'm feeling particularly positive about it. I mean, I'm actually quite comfortable with my age. It's just the number bit I don't like. Obviously, I didn't record the journey on the way here, but I started off with 3/4 of a tank of diesel. I'm now under half. For some reason, fuel economy isn't something I'm doing too well with today. It might be because it's really windy out there, and obviously the wind is blowing against the car slipping through the air. It feels like it's going to snow actually. Ah, big car going by. Yeah, you're going to get a wave off a Volvo driver. That's not bad. Well done, chap. I just love the motorway services. I don't want to buy anything from here because it's too expensive, even the fuel's too expensive, but it's just somewhere to stop. I love them. I think they're great. I love the way they are just constantly open, full of people you've never seen or will never see ever again, except for possibly staff if you're a regular. I also love eating boiled eggs when I'm hungry. Oh, gosh, that's a hard boiled egg. That's really... Oh! Oh, I think I really got the point of the eggshell that's the most... Oh, ow. The hardest part of the eggshell. This is a real egg. I've not just got it mixed up with a rubber one. Yum. I certainly wouldn't go in there and buy a sandwich. No. Many a times I've been on the motorway and been incredibly hungry, but chose to stay hungry rather than pay their prices. We can go in there, have a little tinkle and tinkle off. None of us feels guilty about it. I tell you what though, urinals. Why do people drop chewing gum in urinals? It's just a terrible thing to do. Where's it going to go? That means that somebody, a member of staff, has got to come along and pick out your chewing gum from your piss pot. And I think that's pretty damn rude of you. Normally, when it comes to collecting cars, it's just a matter of a convoy back. But for some reason, Johnny said, oh, you go ahead if you want to do. I'll meet up with you at the services. So I'm not really sure what the point of that was, really. Meeting up at the services just means that I'm hanging about here instead. And it also means there's the opportunity for a misunderstanding over which services we are meeting up at, because there's more than one. And if he went a different route back to what I did, then he won't be stopping at the same services because they're a different set of services. But of course, I've already thought of that. And with that in mind, I didn't stop at the first set of services. I've stopped at the second set of services. So will he... the only thing is... What if he stopped at the first set of services? There he is. Oh, stop showing off. £9 for 2 cups of coffee. Wow. Bet I'm supposed to drive through this part actually. As much as I like services, what I really don't like are the knackered roads that take you in and out of them. You just don't really seem to look after them at all. No, they don't. Why not? Well, why not? Well, who's going to answer that for me? I need answers now. No! Yep. Lovely coffee stop there to ensure that one of us or two of us will need to stop again at the next services to go for a little tinkle. It won't be me. It'll be Johnny. It doesn't look really windy out there, but it's windy enough to really slow the car down.
That's the nectar.
There, that looks quite good actually. That car really suits him. What an elegant car. What a suitable car for my mate Johnny that is. He's over there. You don't need to worry about him no longer. What kind of accent is that? You don't need to worry about him no longer. That's what it's all about. Should have used the walkie-talkies. But oh, look who's coming alongside of me now. So that is MG Rover number 3 seen on this journey so far. We had an ex-Grey Power ZR behind us on the way out of Hebden Bridge, and there's an X-Power ZR there on the Tomcat that we saw in Hinckley as well. And now it's time to join some congestion. Here chaps, stop and have yourselves a wee at the side of the road. You may as well. There's nothing else better to do. What we could do is see how much further we've got to go, because that fuel is it's absolutely dropped. I'm used to this car just sipping away at it, and I've been driving sensibly because I don't want it to use up loads of fuel. I like it using very little fuel. Whether it's just the wind or what, I don't know. Now up ahead we have some slow moving traffic due to roadworks that will no doubt cost about an hour. 86 miles to get home, and now I'm concerned about how much fuel I'm going to use. I've never worried about that with this before. Could there be a hole in the tank? Could there be a split in a pipe? Could the car have just decided suddenly that it doesn't want to work efficiently? Or, as I've said, maybe it is just the wind, but the wind doesn't really look that bad now.
Reason, dismissing his car seat, so I was out of his eye line. God knows my time could be better spent.
If more people were to just simply keep a distance whilst driving, the traffic jams wouldn't build up. Well, it is Friday, everybody's favourite day to go out and join the traffic and get frustrated, merge in turn, and everybody gets to go.
Well, may as well help myself to another time-lapse sequence. After all, the journey's more interesting that way.
Well, I wouldn't fancy driving that at that speed.
Weekday mornings on Radio 4 and BBC Sounds.
I was handed by my mother this pass to this person that she was.
Fred Bolt.
Pulling off at the, yeah, let's go and meet Jonny in the services as well. Might as well stop and have myself a little break before the last leg of the journey, which is about 45 miles, and I'm down to a quarter of a tank. "45 miles to go, time to stop worrying about fuel and just crack on. It's going dark. I don't want to be going home in the dark. No, I don't. As you will imagine, Jonny is very, very happy with his new Subaru. Very happy indeed. And why wouldn't he be? And he's not an easy man to please. So it must be an exceedingly good car. No doubt we'll see it again before too long. And with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a channel member. And thank you for liking this video. And thank you for watching it all the way to the end. And thank you for watching the next video I make. And thank you for sharing if you've done that. Some people do. I'm very, very grateful. Bye-bye. It's Johnny two scoops. Johnny one scoop. Is Johnny one scoop. Is Johnny one scoop. Is Johnny one scoop is back. Johnny one scoop is back. Johnny one scoop is back. Back. Johnny one scoop is back. Johnny one scoop is back. He's over there.